at times I also feel discouraged. I feel like leaving the profession, but because it's a calling, we keep ourselves or we find ourselves moving. But I'll tell you this: if there is one complicated calling and profession, is the teaching profession. So many people might not understand it, but if you're a teacher, you know what I'm talking about. And we salute all the teachers all over the world. Hello. Uh, this video goes to everyone, the parents, the leaders, and stakeholders in human development. I've realized that the rate at which teachers today are retiring or dropping out of the profession is alarming. And you could think that it's only in Africa, but it's worldwide. If you go in Europe, if you go also in the US, you find that people are leaving the profession at a very, very high rate. We are not complaining, but we're sharing our general opinion. We have talked to over 125,000 teachers plus in different countries, but you find that our challenges are the same. The challenges that teachers in Australia face are the challenges that teachers in Uganda face, teachers in Nigeria face, teachers in Ghana face, teachers in the United States, teachers in UK, but people are not acting. Why teachers are quitting the profession? As a teacher, I've been teaching for the past 11 years. Now I think 12 years. At times I feel like giving up. But because it's a calling, that's why I keep moving on. But if you're a teacher out there and you're still holding on, we salute you and may God bless you. It's not an easy profession, but because it's a calling, it's well. And stakeholders, our leaders in governments, in different governments all over the world, and people in the education department, also UNESCO, come up with policies that should improve the teachers' general welfare worldwide. Why? If that is not worked upon, we are going to continue teaching children who will become unemployed because they will have qualification but no passion. They will have qualification but no solutions. They will have their qualification but no values because they're supposed to get all those things from the first teacher. First, that's the parent and the teachers at school. So, members, teaching is touching lives, and teaching is not only taking children to school. There's a lot to be done. So if you're a parent and you have had this video, if you're a teacher, watch it, share it, and read all the comments. Have you realized that the level at which people are leaving the teaching profession today is extremely alarming? And on a daily occasion, I see people at times posting on social media, YouTube, why I'm leaving education, why I'm leaving teaching. And it's a very, very big burden, and it pains me a lot to see that I haven't seen stakeholders coming up to find a solution, a lasting solution. Why? Uh, as long as we don't sit down and acknowledge that teachers are the true pillars of the nation, so they need to be supported in all ways, not only in the verbal ways, but also in the practical ways. Why? Because they spend most of the time with your children. You find that some people have this belief that after all, my child is studying in an international school, is studying in a big school. But I've been privileged to talk to so many teachers in international schools, in Uganda, in Africa, and outside Africa. But you find that our challenges are the same. I have a couple of teachers who are outside Africa, but you find that their complaints and their challenges are the same like with the teachers in Africa. And you find these people at times, they talk about all those challenges. And less has been done about it. I will call upon governments all over the world and any person who is watching this video, be it a parent, share it with so many stakeholders. I believe we should start having conversations on how we should improve and transform the teaching profession. If you look at so many things, be it the pay, the teacher's salary, the teachers, their general welfare, and other things, you find that a lot has been supported. And you find that so many conferences are organized and workshops in terms of improving the profession, but nothing comes out. So most people think that it has to be the role of schools alone. Schools can't do it alone. Every stakeholder has to be involved. Corporate companies have to be involved, not only even NGOs. So today you find that so many teachers are leaving the profession, and they're going to continue leaving the profession as long as people are just turning a deaf ear on whatever people are saying. The level of discipline is dropping. The respect that teachers are given is also reducing. You find that they are not that highly respected and valued as before. And then you find them complaining. I've seen so many teachers, they have shared so many reasons why they are quitting the profession, but no one seems to care. And this one goes to all the parents. You can hustle and do all what it takes to say that you give your child the best education. But as long as this best education is being provided by frustrated people, discouraged people, they are going to just impart discouragement and frustration in your children. And again, most people have this belief that it's all about the building. At least I've been privileged. I've been in schools in Uganda. I've seen schools in Kenya. I've been in schools, big schools in South Sudan, South Africa, in the United States of America. But you find that there is a difference between a school and a teacher. And this is one thing that people should understand, that the real school are not the buildings, but they are the teachers. If these teachers are happy, if these teachers are they are given a chance to express themselves openly, it can greatly support their mental health. But today, so many teachers are struggling with mental health issues, and we expect a lot from them because, and some people have this. After all, my child is in an international school. Either your child might be in an international school, but the teachers, if their situation is not worked upon, one of the situation being you find that a person can work for over 10 years, 20 years, and we can't afford to build a house. You find that the teaching profession, person works like majorly in Africa, and you can't afford even to buy a car. You can't afford to have the basic amenities or the basic needs of life. So I would like to see conferences, workshops, and so many things coming up or interventions put in place to see that teachers are supported, their mental health is supported, their financial status is supported, their general welfare is supported, and above all, to acknowledge that teachers spend most of their time with the children of the nation. Let also the corporate companies come on board and support the teachers. Let them support us. Why? You find that you support musicians, you support various people. They do. I don't mean that supporting musicians is wrong. It's a good thing. We support comedians, sports activities, but on rare occasions, do you find people coming up to support teachers? And even we give credit to so many organizations that have come up to support education. If this is not worked upon, it is going to have a very big effect on our generation. Why? Because teachers spend most of their time with children of the nation. And again, it should also be our collective responsibility to do all what it takes to see that teachers are always supported. If we don't support the teachers, it simply means that then we don't have a nation. You find that so many people are talking about maybe AI, they're talking about infrastructure development, but on few occasions do people talk about how they can support the teaching profession. And if we need to see that anything goes into our learners, let us impart it in the teachers. And today we have seen that so many teachers are frustrated. They are discouraged, firstly because of the pay, secondly the working conditions, thirdly even the school. You find that so many schools don't even want to pay a lot, but based on even what children pay, they can't afford that. So it should be a collective role of the government, stakeholders, and even the corporate companies to see ways on how the teaching profession has to be supported. And that's why under team we also came up with the Outstanding Teachers Awards to do simple things on to see how we can support the teachers. Then with that, we call upon parents to do all what it takes because these are the teachers who are spending most of their time with their children. If the mental health of the teacher is not okay, your mental health or your child's mental health will never be worked upon or improved simply because the teachers are also not fine. So I would like you to read these comments one by one and also share your comment in the comment section. And if you're new here, don't forget to like and subscribe to Teachers TV Africa. And as Teacher Peter, at times I also feel discouraged. I feel like leaving the profession. But because it's a calling, we keep ourselves or we find ourselves moving. But I'll tell you this, if there is one complicated calling and profession is the teaching profession. So many people might not understand it, but if you're a teacher, you know what I'm talking about. And we salute all the teachers all over the world who are keeping, who are still holding on. May God bless you, and whatever you do, may it flourish. Thank you. And if you're also new here, don't forget to like and subscribe to Teachers TV Africa.